Hello, folks. We're here at SoundPlex Studios, recording Studio A, and I'm here with a special guest tonight, Rhondo, the musician. That's what I'm going to call him, right? You're a musician.
No, I was a magician.
Oh, magician, that's it. He's actually our first musician broadcast. And what's nice about this one tonight is we actually have a studio audience behind us. So take a look at that audience we got. Say hello, folks. This is the last time you can say anything. Oh, there you go. Great job. Great job. Yeah, this is going to be very interesting. I met Rhondo several months ago, and we talked, and we had a very deep conversation for probably close to an hour. And he's got a great history. He does some good music, and he's got a passion for it, and it hasn't stopped. You know, so he's still got a great future ahead of him. He's got some great original music. So we're going to talk to him a little bit today, and also he's going to play a few songs for us as well. So that'll be a special treat. But Rhondo, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself in your own words that you want to share with the audience out there on Facebook and your small studio audience that we have here that's been very quiet.
So I've been a musician all my life. Started out on drums. We'll get into that later on. Extensively played all over the world playing drums. About 25 years ago, just started writing my own stuff. And then now I gig locally around, write my own stuff, record it, and here I am. This is to launch me, like, so everybody can think of me as a songwriter. And
awesome.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
This is the new launch because we're starting to see a lot of that where folks that are more mature in age, not to say that you're an old person, but more mature in age, that still have that passion for music, and you can't bottle up that creativity. So you still want to get out there and perform, and then now actually you want to record some music too here. So
absolutely,
that's going to be fun, and we're starting to see a little bit of that here at the SoundPlex with folks following. Maybe they didn't do it when they were younger, but they have this passion to do it. So it's kind of a legacy program for them. So that's interesting. So when did music become more than just a hobby, though? At what point were you playing? You're playing the drums. You're having fun. When did it become more than a hobby and became like a business?
Wow. Great question, because as a little kid, I used to pick up a shovel and pretend to play guitar. My dad had a jukebox in the basement, and we had Beatles, everything from Beatles to Engelbert Humperdinck,
Engelbert Humperdinck.
Yeah, man.
Classic.
We had everything. And so I used to fake it and play guitar, play a box for drums or whatever. But pro-wise, probably about 15, 16. My dad used to drive me and my brother around with our band, and we played fire halls and socials and stuff, and then we moved on to nightclubs, and we got our license and stuff like that. So pro-wise, ever since I could drive to a place and get paid for it. Yeah.
Generally in the South Jersey area? Philadelphia?
Yeah, bounced around a little bit.
Okay.
Did New York, did LA, throughout the years. Yeah, primarily around here.
Yeah, you went on some tours. What was it like touring with John Waite and sharing stages with artists like Tommy Shaw and Anna Nalick and others? Like, what's that like? Going on tour seems fascinating to me because you see it in the movies, like, oh, wow, this is cool. But what's it like? Give us the inside scoop.
It's a day job.
Yeah.
It's a
lot
grind.
of work. Yeah.
But it's the greatest thing in the world. You're doing what you love to do. You got a couple of guys or girls or whatever when it comes to Anna, whatever, and you have a blast. Things that go on in the van, that you'll never know.
Oh, boy.
Like
in the van.
The questions and the conversations. But it was great. You see a lot of places, you see a lot of things that you would never have seen unless you go on vacation somewhere or something.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you're doing what you love to do. And so for all that travel that you do all day or for days at a time, hours at a time, you get up on stage and you get that hour and a half or whatever like that.
Yeah, I think I'm going to start touring with the broadcast. What do you think?
I think we have,
I think we can
could
start
put something together. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right.
So give us something like on the tour that people will be surprised to learn about what life is like on the road. Is there anything in particular that you want to share that maybe is not common, that happens, that's kind of cool, or more? I also want to ask on the creative side, do you ever just sit around with the folks that you're touring with and jam and maybe come up with some new stuff? Is that ever happening organically with the folks or no?
Not in my experience.
Okay.
It's really been a job. You
Yep.
know what I mean? And I don't mean like a job like my job, but you know, you're doing what you love to do. So, but it's really, you're hired to do a certain thing, you know, and you do it well and you do it the best you can, and that's what you get paid for. So, so as far as sitting around and jamming, yeah, maybe a couple of times here or there. I did a European tour with John once. We were up in like Austria or something, like out in the middle of nowhere in the
Beautiful
mountains.
country,
And,
yeah.
Oh, it's like spectacular. And we came upon this place that was, you know, just a place to eat or whatever. And the guy had some guitars and stuff hanging on the wall. And we're like, oh, what's going on here? And we ended up jamming with the guy, like, you know, for about 3-4 hours. It's just like, you know.
That's cool.
Yeah, just going at it, you know. So
Interesting.
I picked up some spoons and something or whatever, and the other guy picked up the guitar that was there, and
That's cool.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I would have picked up some skis there because I'm a big skier. I would have loved to just like, let me go switch down some slopes there.
Yeah.
So today you're going to play 2 songs. You're going to play one right now.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the song. You know, what inspired you? Is there anything in particular about the song that kind of resonates with you today? So give us the name and the song.
Originally, I'm going to play "Enjoy the Ride," and I think everybody kind of knows this song. It's one of my more popular songs.
Enjoy
that
the
people,
Ride.
Yeah, they kind of get it. But the idea came. A friend of mine, a musician also, he was going to move away out to Texas or something, and he said to me, you know, I'm giving it one last shot, right? And I was like, one last shot? Like, this is just something that you do for the rest of your life, you know what I mean? Like, I've never checked out. I've always been a musician all my life. So I just didn't get the concept. And so I started thinking about it, you know, and I'm like, you just got to enjoy every minute, you know, you got to
live in the moment.
It's really just, it's life. It's a, you know, what do you call that? Like just a reason to, you know, to live yourself. Enjoy the ride.
Yep, let's
you
do
know?
it.
Yeah,
Let's enjoy the
All right,
ride.
cool, let's do it. Anybody want to hear it? Come on.
Good job, audience. You're doing good.
He slid into the front seat and put his hand on the wheel. She sat smiling next to him as he slammed that truck in gear. They waved goodbye, spinning wheels in a cloud of dust. She closed her eyes and crossed her fingers just for luck. The church where they got him straight in the distance far behind, sharing dreams and expectations as they crossed the county line. He asked if she had second thoughts on what might lie ahead. She took one last look and said, life's what you make it. Live for today, and if you take it one step at a time, you will find out it ain't the destination in your journey through this world. It's finding time to enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. Now it's like time moved into overdrive. The little girl turned 21. She said, Mom and Dad, I love you both, but you know I've got to run. Gonna strap this guitar on my back and hit the road. Gonna fly over the rainbow and get my pot of gold. Though not quite prepared for it, but they knew the time would come when their baby would grow up and leave to make it on her own. They told her, honey, if you're searching for some prize you think you've missed, look deep in your heart and always remember this. Yeah, 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 life's what you make it. Live for today, and if you take it one step at a time, you will find out ain't the destination in your journey through this world. It's finding time to enjoy the ride. Yeah, yeah, yeah. As she headed toward the sun with the road rolling off behind her, into a wild unknown she rides with these words to remind her, yeah, life's what you make it. Live for today, and if you take it one step at a time, you will find out it ain't the destination in your journey through this world. It's finding time to enjoy the ride. Life's what you make it. Live for today, and if you take it one step at a time, you will find out it ain't the destination in your journey through this world. It's finding time to enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. Life's what you make it. Yeah, yeah. Ooh. Thank you, guys.
Well, that song sure resonates.
You want to hear another one? No.
We're going to hear another one later. But that song really resonates with me because I always talk about, you know, you can't change anything that happened in the past. Impossible. And you can't predict the future. So you might as well enjoy the moment. And believe me, I talk about that all the time. So the fact that you just played that song is awesome. So great job, man.
Nice.
And that's a great song.
Thank you.
It's my favorite song. So there you go. For today, just for today. I'm living in the moment. So speaking of songs, like, how do these songs typically come together? Like, what comes first? The lyrics, the melody, the idea? You know, what is it? Because I'm fascinated about people that write music because I see a lot of it here at the studio.
Yeah.
But I always ask that question because everyone's different. So what about you?
It's all different, you know, like sometimes it's a chord progression. I get on something and I go like, yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah. You know, like you just get something. Other times it's a line, you know, like that one was Enjoy the Ride. The whole story was different than what the story from my friend,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like it was kind of like about my life almost, you know what I mean? But I just kind of pictured like, you know, I got the line, Enjoy the Ride, and then, you know, sometimes the whole chorus comes to you, and then you got to write the verses. I think mainly choruses are my strong suit, and then the verse comes after it. And then other times, you know, like the famous Keith Richards thing with, you know, like Satisfaction, where
Yeah.
he just woke up and, you know,
There's Keith
taped
Richards
it,
right
you
here,
know.
man.
Yeah, right.
There's my
You know,
these are
but
my favorite two musicians right there.
Any
Mick and
aspiring
Keith.
musicians or songwriters, if you're falling asleep or you're taking a nap and you have that idea and you go, I'll remember it, you won't.
No.
So get up.
Yeah.
And I've taught myself to get up, wake up out of a dream or a nap
And
or
write
a
it
sleep or
down.
whatever, and just hit record. We all have voice memos now,
Yep.
you know what I mean?
Yep.
So just hit record and go.
Yeah, I
you know?
do that with just ideas that I have. You know, you have to do that
Yes.
because you'll forget it. You know,
Yeah,
especially if something that comes to you like that. You know, you're in the moment.
Harness
do it.
it, yeah.
Yes, absolutely harness it. So, so let's describe your sound today. How would you describe your sound today? I mean, if you could put it in a category, maybe not, but you know, give me
I
a
can't,
shot.
and I struggle with this because I've had people tell me, you know, one song's a blues song, and one song's a country-sounding song, another song's a gospel song, and you know you're all over the place. Maybe you should homogenize into a genre or whatever. To which I say, you know, Steely Dan, the Beatles,
Right.
yes. I mean, like you name any of these bands that have done just whatever was happening. Harry Styles, you know, like a modern guy, fairly modern, you know, like he has pop stuff, and like his new thing is like this experimental kind of like 70s Pink Floyd-ish kind of thing, you know. So you take chances, and it's whatever comes out. So to answer the question of describing my sound, hopefully it's just good.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
Now, I've only heard one, so it's all good. But are your songs more personal, or is it observational? Are you seeing something, or are you feeling something, or is it a little bit of both? I mean, I think you can kind of go in all these different directions.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly both, but you always want to tell a story.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And some are from my experiences. Some you take artistic license with those experiences. You know what I mean? Like, so in other words, it might not be exactly how it happened. I might add a character, or,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Yep.
Just to tell the story. And you just hope that in the end that someone listens to the song and goes like, yeah, I can relate to that. Or if they don't relate to it, I can understand the story. I can understand where the emotion goes or whatever.
Right.
You know?
And this just came to me. Does ever a song ever morph into something else? Like when you write a song initially, do you ever change it? Like, 'cause
Yeah,
some people,
absolutely.
like artists, I'm kind of creative that way, where you come up with something and then maybe you subtly change it into something a little bit different afterwards. Does that happen with music as well?
Yeah, and I've talked to some songwriters about this, where they say that you're never done writing the song.
Right. Yep.
You know, like even when you record it, you can. I'm trying to think of an example. You know, my best example that I can just comes to my mind is like, you know, Willie Nelson had that song, "You're always on my mind."
Oh, yeah.
You're always on my mind. Well, when he did it live, he did a whole completely different melody. You're always on my mind. You're always on my mind. You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
just changed it. So yeah, you're never done.
Interesting.
And yeah, you just have to, like, you know, you go with it, and it's it's always living.
Yep.
You know.
Is there something today, like, is there a song of yours or others that you really connected to today? I mean, is there something that, I mean, we're living in the moment,
Yeah,
you know,
man.
or even an artist that, like, you're really starting to zero in on.
Yeah, I mean, like, well, if we are talking about my stuff, like, I have, I never want to get really political or anything with my writing or whatever, but, you know,
No politics.
no. When you ask about observationalists, like, you know, that's what I do. I observe. You know, I
Yep.
always, and whether it's news or whether it's just people in a mall or whatever, right? And you just, and I wrote this song called "We Are One," and just, it's like, where do we go from here? Like, everybody is so divided. We're all here together, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think, you know, there's a guy,
idea.
Jesse Wells, that's doing a lot of, like, you know, like Dylan-esque kind of stuff, that's speaking out about stuff. But I mean, like, I like when things are united, when you talk about, I mean, love's the best thing to talk about, right?
Yep.
You know? And so I like to include that when I can.
Yeah, and I think and that's kind of what I do. I mean, I think music is universal. So everyone, you know, you can always have a discussion with anyone, whether you don't get along with the person or not. But when you're talking about music,
Right.
it's kind of a fundamental part of human beings is
Yep.
to enjoy music. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
you know,
universal.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, so you can always kind of have common ground
Yep.
with music, which is great. So let's talk about what's next for you. We know you're going to spend a lot of time here because we welcome you with open
Absolutely.
arms.
Absolutely.
I know
Yeah.
you love the place.
I
As
love
soon as you
this
walked
place.
in here,
I
you
love
were
this place.
ecstatic.
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't leave. I had to kick you out the door.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
I actually walked up to George, introduced myself, and said, "How do I get involved in this place?"
Yep.
You know,
And here you are
I
today
am.
doing a local lens broadcast. That's awesome.
yeah. So what's next is
Yeah. What are you working on now?
I'll be recording some stuff. a lot here.
Yes.
Probably some at home, whatever. We were talking about, I have like a handheld recording device that I got. I'll probably do some stuff on location.
So we're competing with a handheld recording device.
Right. But SoundPlex will be included for sure. And then that stuff, maybe a month, maybe 2 or whatever, we'll get it done. And then that stuff will go up on Spotify and Apple Music, et cetera, YouTube. And after that, I want to do a concert here at SoundPlex. So everybody here.
There you can make noise at the concert.
Yes,
folks.
you can do whatever you want.
Look, they're so excited.
Yeah.
But they can't say anything. So what excites you most about the next phase of music and your life? I mean, in general, because we talk about living in the present, but sometimes you have to have a little vision. So what are you excited about most? Besides recording here, spending time here, and being here, what else? Is there anything else? No? Okay, let's go to the next question.
Well, look, every day is a blessing, man. You know, like I swear to you, I get up every day, I put my feet on the floor, and I go, whoever's out there, whatever's out there, thank you. You know what I mean?
Good move.
You have to be grateful. You know, you have to be grateful for every minute, every day.
Yeah,
you know?
you got that right. That's for, and remember that, studio audience. So what do you want people to feel when they hear your music? Is there anything in particular? And I think you say togetherness, and that's a universal desire, absolutely. And love is very important too. It's a strong feeling. But anything else you want to add there?
I would just hope that somebody has like a similar experience, whatever I'm talking about, and if not, can just take a second. You know, a lot of like singer-songwriters or whatever that are out there, they're very crafty, they're great, and their lyrics are just amazing or whatever. And it seems to me, this is just my opinion, that it's a clever way of saying the same thing over and over again, whatever. So I try to make it a little more simple, and I want everybody just to have a good time. I think everybody in this room has been to my gigs. It's just upbeat. I try to get everybody having a good time.
It's a good group.
Yeah, either singing along
or
whatever. But, you know, just lighten up, man. Have a good time.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what music's for. That's what performance is for. I have songs that you guys will never hear.
Right.
Because they're just they're a little more down, you know, or introspective or something like that. Maybe one day, I don't know, you know, maybe one day I'll do that.
You should share that, you know, I mean.
You know, I don't know,
I think certain things that are very personal, people can resonate with those as well, because everyone goes through a lot of trauma, you know, so it's one of those things where when they see someone else be interested, because as a matter of fact, we have a musician coming in tomorrow to record one of the songs. He's had, you know, some really, you know, traumatic things happening. Won't go into detail, but from that came this music, and it's good. He sent us these demos, and now we're going to start recording it. But that's, you know, it's always going to be different with these creatives, and I'm one of those, and sometimes you struggle with certain things, but the bottom line is, you know, put it out there. Don't be shy, you know, because what's the worst thing that can happen?
If I could expose myself to like that, only because in my experience, like when I'm doing gigs, everybody wants to be up and not down. And I get that.
But maybe the song is maybe the song is a positive spin on something that's kind of taking them, or taking them out of that. Yeah.
And sometimes they connect, and
Yeah, exactly.
All right, he might be talking me into some introspective.
We kept the audience pretty quiet up to now, but we are going to ask, is there anyone here tonight that has a question for Rhondo? If you do, raise your hand, and Chris will go out there with a microphone.
Somebody make something up. Just let's just do it.
Lucille doesn't have a question.
Lucille, you have a question. Come on.
All right. Well, he's got another song, so he's going to play another song.
Yeah, think of a question.
And then if someone pops up with a question, we'll allow you to speak. So tell us the name of this song and maybe the story behind it as well.
Okay. This, you know, I mean, we were talking about wrote for my wife. It's called We Have a Good Thing Going On. And it goes like this. You might get the chills. It might be a little teary-eyed. I don't know. Yeah. And it goes like this.
I'm craving your body like it's nobody's business. It's nobody's business but my own. I spent too many nights out here on the road. Baby, it won't be long till I get home. I push the pedal to the middle when you call me up and whisper secrets and make me want you more. Honey, get ready, I'm bringing it home to you. Driving in and coming through your door. Woo! We got a good thing, yeah, a good thing. We got a good thing going on. Ain't nothing better than when we're together, baby. We got a good thing going on. Woo! I know that you're thinking everything I'm thinking, everything that we're gonna do. I've been longing to take you, baby, in my arms, yeah, and prove my love to you. Yeah, we got a good thing, my little sweet thing. We got a good thing going on. Ain't nothing better than when we're together, baby. We got a good thing going on. Woo! Leave it up to me, I'll make you feel good. Gonna be a long one tonight, a really long one. Wait and see, baby, I'll treat you right. Woo! We got a good thing, my little sweet thing. We got a good thing going on. Ain't nothing better than when we're together, baby. We got a good thing going on, yeah. We got a good thing, living the dream, baby. We got a good thing going on. You're the best there's ever been. I'm gonna say it again. We got a good thing going on. We got a good thing going on. We got a good thing going on. It's so touching.
I think your wife's going to have a few questions about that song. We only have a few more minutes. So
somebody ask a question. All right, Frankie.
Wait, Frankie, we need you on the mic.
Oh, okay.
How was it working for and with John Waite? I mean, did you like him? Did you not like him? I mean,
He was
some
a total
guys
bastard.
working for him.
No, that's a joke. That's a joke. No, it was great. It was really awesome. Dude was awesome. He was a respectful, honest guy, fun. You know what I mean? Fun in the van. I mean, laughs abound. You know what I mean? But on the stage, serious business, man. You know, like he was really serious. And one thing I'll say about John, every single show, 1,000, just there. Everything was top end, you know. He's he's really an iconic, I mean, a legendary singer of the time.
Yeah.
You know.
And you got to do that. You got to give it your all the time because
Yes.
people spend good money for these shows. They want your best, and they always want your best.
Thanks, Frank.
So you deliver. Good job, Frank.
Yeah.
Hey, let's do a hand to Frank. Come on.
I mean, I see, I go out and watch bands sometimes, and a lot of times some guys are phoning it in.
Go through the motions.
And I get it because I used to do club dates all the time, and you're doing 5-6 nights a week or more or whatever, and it just becomes the grind. But man, you got to reach down deep. Every show has got to be that. Every show's got to be like it's the last show.
Yeah,
So.
that's what people were there for. So
Yeah.
tell everyone where we can find you. We're going to end this, but we want to know where you're going, where we can find you, where we can find your music. I know you got some stuff, you're putting stuff together. So
Yeah.
share a little bit of that with the audience.
So the recording's coming up. It's being done as we speak or whatever. So we'll have, I do some stuff at home. I'll have some stuff done here, some stuff done out in a pasture somewhere. I don't know. That'll come up onto Spotify within about 30 days, I hope, anyway. So let's maybe say May, all right? And you can find me on Facebook under Michael Gillum, all right? I think Rondo's on there too, but just go to Michael Gillum. Instagram is Rhondo20. I have a YouTube channel that's just starting out. It is Michael Gillum 841. There's another Michael Gillum. Don't get sucked into that.
That you get shirts
like
from. Isn't there someone in the audience that
That's
got a
right.
shirt
Lois
from
has a
Michael
shirt.
Gillum? That's not even him?
Well, it was a bootleg. It was a bootleg company. That's
Right, yeah.
They're making money off of me.
They probably sold 1 million Michael Gillum shirts, and you don't even know about it.
God bless them, man. I don't harbor it, but the fact that Lois bought that and Randy as well. Thank you guys. No, really. I mean, seriously, that touched me when you guys. Anyway, you can find me there. Go to the YouTube channel. I'm trying to build that, and I'm going to start.
We're going to help that. We're going to post some things.
I'm going to start adding some content.
Yep. Awesome.
You get anything from me playing acoustic, just instrumental, to me, doing songs like this or whatever. And
well, we're definitely going to have you back. I mean, this was great, and great talking to you today.
Thank you.
And I want to thank the audience for showing up, and the audience online as well. Great job. Rhondo.
Thank you, man.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
Yep. Thanks.